Hello, Mithril here once again, getting back to the Pikmin 1 No Deaths run. It's day 11, and we're headed back for the Forest Navel. We have 2 more parts to gather here today. They're guarded by what could be considered the bosses of the Forest Navel. They're each problematic in their own different way. One can cause the crushing glitch while he's still alive, great fun. The other is just a legitimately tricky boss battle, that much I can respect. Alright. So we're going to take out 90 reds and 10 yellows. Strictly speaking, the yellows aren't necessary, but they do help me keep pressure on one of the bosses. And we really don't have a lot of flowers. Let's try and rectify that a bit. And so, while we look for nectar, a lot of people lately have been asking if I plan to do no-death runs of the other 2 Pikmin games. And that is indeed something I do plan to do in the future. It's probably going to be a while, though. I don't like to get too bogged down in just doing the same kind of project one right after the other. My first year on YouTube, I did that simply because I didn't really have too many plans beyond just the Mega Man things that I was doing at the time. But now that I have more ideas in mind, I like to keep more variety going on the channel. It keeps things more interesting both for me as the player and for my viewers as well, I think, and that's a good thing. But yes, Pikmin 2 and 3, those are going to be definite future projects. It's a fun series and I quite enjoy playing it. Alright. So let's switch to the overhead view here, because we have a bit of an infestation going on. We have a bunch of shear grubs and shearwigs to deal with. And I'm going to go ahead and let them carry the food sources back, because if I don't, they're going to obsess over trying to latch onto those rather than fighting the bugs as I need them to. As many targets as we have to deal with here, that's going to quickly become an issue. If you're worried you can't get the Goomba Stomp, try and land Pikmin behind the bugs. If you do that, at the very least they can attack them from behind, because if they just attack head-on, they're going to get chomped. And then once chomped on, the bug is immune to everything but the Goomba Stomp anyway. So, yeah. Any more bugs? Okay, we seem to be done with bugs, but now we have a frog problem to deal with. Okay, everyone's still accounted for, so let's carry these things back too. Alright. At this point, I only want 20 reds. It's time for the first boss of the day, and this is the one that can cause the crushing glitch. I find going after him with a smaller number kind of prevents that. So first you need to make him trip. Then toss Pikmin onto the body. Once you get him down to about half health, get your Pikmin away from him. You see, this is the Puffstool, and any of your Pikmin that are caught in that cloud of spores, they get converted into Puffmin. We'll cover that in the extras. We've almost got him. And in fact, there we go. Nice self-destruct. Well, that was weird. So yeah, we'll worry about carrying that stuff back later. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get hit with the crushing glitch. The Puffstool is a pretty easy boss to fight, in all honesty. Not really much to worry about. It's just that crushing glitch. If it wasn't for that, I'd save him for the last thing in the day. Because honestly, the other boss fight is a lot more difficult. Make sure everybody's staying with the tour group. Okay, you guys wait right there. I'll go wake up the boss. Hi there, Beady Long Legs. Yeah, you just kinda drop in out of nowhere. All tall and intimidating and rather frightening. The weak point of the Beady Long Legs is the central body. He'll drop it down on occasion for any color to be able to fight it. Just a word of warning, your Pikmin will also obsess over trying to attack the feet, even though it does no damage whatsoever to the Beady Long Legs. The thing is, if enough of your Pikmin latch onto the feet, it will slow him down a little bit, but honestly, it's not worth it. It causes more trouble than it really helps you out. Yellows can get up there if you've got a clear shot, even when the Beady Long Legs hasn't dropped his body down. Every 4 steps, if he's got Pikmin on the body, he'll try and shake them loose. If I see my Pikmin going for the feet, I like to just call them off and wait for a better shot. This fight makes me very paranoid. Also, word of warning, the Beady Long Legs has a glitch associated with him, where occasionally he can actually walk outside of his arena. If he does that, there's a chance that he can actually walk right off the map. If he manages to do that, he actually crashes the game. So we've got him down to about half health. The weaker he gets, the faster he gets. I'm not going to push it here. We're close to having this done. As he gets weaker, you also can see these particle effects of his body kind of starting to fall apart. Just want to make sure I've still got everyone. We've almost got him down. I'm not taking any chances here. Come on, Beady Long Legs, drop that body down. We've got him! And the body opens up like a party ball. The guard satellite. Deep space is filled with dangers. This automated satellite does its part to help guard both me and my spaceship. I'll sleep better at night once this little satellite's back on duty. Alright. So, let's not have a repeat of last time I got this close to being done. Let's not faceplant into a fire trap. I did that, and it was sad times. Okay. I'm going to park my yellows here for the moment. And I'm going to start by dragging the remains of the Puffstool. We also haven't looked at this part. I've found the Omega Stabilizer. I absolutely must have this piece if my battered ship is ever to fly straight again. It has steered me through countless deep space storms. That and it looks rather cool. For the moment, I just want them to carry the mushroom cap back. I don't want them to actually get it back to the onion themselves. I'd rather the yellows carried it up, because I need some more yellows. Well, not need, but I want more yellows. Put it that way. So let's get the yellows carrying this back. And since it's where I had problems last time, where I face-planted into that fire trap, Let's go ahead and have the Red start carrying back the remains of the Beady Long Legs. Just let's carefully get out. Let's take our time. Now I need to go back up to the landing site to get some more reds so that I can go and get the Omega Stabilizer. Don't mind me, guys. You just keep on keeping on. Make a quick pit stop here. Latch on whoever else I can there. Let's go get that stabilizer. Alright, so they're all working on that. The guard satellite should be getting home pretty soon. There it is. Guard satellite. This has protected me from space pirates many, many times. Well, okay then. So that's 28 out of 30. At this point, it's just basically, what other food sources can we find? Sadly, most of the pellet posies seem to be in a state of growth, and so we cannot has. I'm gonna go down and get some others onto this job, because they're carrying it a bit slowly. I'm making absolutely sure that gets back to the landing site in time. Oh, we've got more pellet posies. Snack time, boys! Okay, the Omega Stabilizer is back in place. Omega Stabilizer. This is the dolphin's fin. It's a little beaten up, but it should still function. I've made great strides in repairing the dolphin. With this I should be able to fly again, even if I don't recover all 30 parts. I've recovered 29 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. Delicious upgrade! Oh, more snacks. I'm actually going to go ahead and let the yellows carry all 3 of these yellow 1 pellets back. It's theirs, they should have them. But that's probably as many as we're going to end up with. I was kind of hoping by the end of this we'd break 4 digits, but alas. Still, a very nice, high, respectable number. Seems we have 963 Pikmin. Lovely. And we're just going to go ahead and let them sit out here with us. Wind down from the day. Technically, I could just go to the menu and pick Go to Sunset, but we're almost there anyway, and it gives me a little time to let the adrenaline wear off a bit. I'm just glad this went well. And at least for the purposes of this particular LP, I don't have to mess with Wollywogs anymore. We are officially done with those. I'm happy about that. So, all my happy little flowers. Ah, those 10 yellows, they were troopers dealing with the Beady Long Legs, and the reds did great work too. I am happy. Oh, go play in traffic, Frogger. "11 days since impact. At last, but a single part remains. Since I've recovered 29 of the missing parts, the dolphin's power is near capacity. In the forest depths below, I see a region where the final part must lie. Clearly, this is my final trial. My life support fails in 19 days. Courage!" All the lovely zeros. And, wow, we actually sprouted more Pikmin today than I thought we did. We got 91 sprouted today, for a total of 963. 336 reds, 317 yellows, 310 blues, so, hey, we at least broke 300 with all of them. 1 part remaining, 19 days to get it. I think we're fine. So with that, a new area of the map has become visible. The final trial, and wow. That's quite the meteor storm. Lovely. And we'll check this place out next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again in the next video. Until then, fare thee well. A little bit of an Easter egg I was asked to show in the first game. If you press down on the control pad, Olimar lays flat on his back. In this state, he's completely invincible, and Pikmin can carry him. It's sort of a possible escape maneuver, in case you're at really low health and you think your Pikmin can help you escape. But considering you're going to need at least 4 surviving Pikmin to carry you, you might just want to run for it. Although, once you get back to the landing site... guys, what you doing? It doesn't hurt Olimar to go into the onion, and you get a nice little celebration firework. Ooh. Ah. It's really pretty. I love fireworks. But yeah, just a silly little thing that they put into the game. Very nice. So, let's talk about Puffmin. Puffmin are a Pikmin mutation that occur if one of your Pikmin gets basically possessed by the Puffstool's spores. We just have to wait for him to flip back over and we'll see what happens. As you can see, even... Wait. They're fine. Okay. That's interesting. They were starting to get possessed. Huh. Maybe taking out the Puffstool cures them? Or was it just the timing there? Man, I can't even show off messing up without something going weird. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's discuss Puffmin. Puffmin occur if your Pikmin get possessed by the spores released by the Puffstool. Just have to tip him over here. See if we can get this to work right this time. Alright, so they've all been converted into Puffmen. The adornment on your Pikmin will get replaced with mushroom caps, which makes them kinda cute. They're also colored purple. I'd totally collect them if I could. Unfortunately, they're also kinda evil. They'll go out of their way to attack you. If you shake them loose, though, you can convert them back to normal. Kinda shake them back to their senses. One thing worth noting, though, is unconverted Pikmin, they'll still attack the Puffmen, and if they do so, they're likely to just one-shot them. So since somewhere along the line, I kind of decided I was going for a no Olimar damage run as well, basically any conversion of Puffmen would have been a failure. There are actually glitches to where you can get Puffmen following you around and not attacking you, but it's another of those that I'm really not quite sure how to pull off. And even then, I don't think you can really do much with them because you can't store them, so at the end of the day, I'm not really sure what happens. Best just to not deal with the Puffmen, unfortunately. It's a shame, they're adorable! On the subject of glitches I don't know how to replicate, there is also the one that I mentioned with the Beady Long Legs, that occasionally he'll walk out of the arena and fall off the map entirely, and that crashes the game. The thing is, I have never actually seen that occur. In my fights with the Beady Long Legs, I've occasionally seen him take like one step out of the arena, but he's never gone further than that, and he's always walked right back in. So it's a glitch that I don't really know how to replicate, but it is possible. But there is one other silly thing I can go ahead and show off. So, you say you have a lot of spare time on your hand, but you're worried about the Puffstool converting your Pikmin or causing the crushing glitch? Well, have I got good news for you. Yes, the Puffstool is the only boss enemy that Olimar can actually take down by himself. It might not look like it at first, but once he gets him tipped over, he can really start layering on the damage. And considering nothing that the Puffstool can do by himself can actually cause damage, you're pretty much free to just go to town. Fisticuffs! Fisticuffs! Yeah, I'm just kind of imagining Olimar doing Luigi's frantic windmill punch from the Smash Brothers games. Yeah, that's right, you can't make Puffman if there aren't any Pikmin around, can you? It does take a while to take him down this way. Honestly, using Pikmin is definitely the better solution. But hey, if you have a lot of time to kill and you're that worried about the crushing glitch going off, it is an option. All things considered, it doesn't really take that long. But if you have a really frantic day schedule, this isn't really something that you'd want to do as your first choice of taking out the Puffstool. To prevent the crushing glitch, I find just taking a smaller number of reds in does the trick. I've never had the crushing glitch happen if I've taken in 20 or less. And they still take him down really fast. But hey, may as well give Olimar a chance to shine here. That's right, work that big fungal heavy bag. Yeah, as far as boss enemies go, the Puffstool is pretty low tier. This really isn't helping his street cred any. This is kind of a sadistic way to take out the Puffstool, but hey, it works. And there we go. Yeah. Now if only Olimar could carry this stuff back to the landing site by himself. Oh well.